Okay, let's do a couple of things expanding on the Earth sunrise animation, specifically with the sheen that goes around the Earth. Okay. So let's create a new composition, and I'm just going to call this planet. Click OK. So we're good here. What I'm going to do is create a new solid, a white solid. Click OK there, and I'm going to make this one 1000 by 1000 so that I can make a perfect ellipse in this thing. So if I double click on my ellipse tool, that'll make a perfect circle. Now this mask, I'm going to duplicate. So if I hit M, that'll bring up my mask. Select the mask and hit Command D, and that'll duplicate it. Now on the duplicated mask, with it selected, if I hit Command T or double click on the mask anywhere visually, it brings up the transform box, and I can just make this ever so slightly smaller than the other one. So if I select both of these masks, you can see over here that there's a slight difference between the two of them. Down here they're kind of going off. So I need to figure out the combination of add, subtract, invert that'll reveal only the sliver that is being exposed by those two masks. I think it's subtract, subtract, invert, invert. Oh, just invert that one. Okay, so they're both subtracted and that one's inverted. All right. So I can make this more extreme by moving this off to the side. It just depends on how much of a sheen you want to have over it right there. I'm actually going to select both of these masks and hit Command T because this bigger one is like right on the edge of the solid already. So I'm going to just scale both of these down slightly. Hold down Command and Shift to uniform scale to the middle. Now I want to show you how the feather tool works. You activate it the same way as the pen tool, but so if I hit G and then G again, that'll turn into my mask feather tool, and I can add points along here to add feather to that mask. So now if I go up to this point and I drag to the side, then it'll add from this point to this point, it'll add feather, and then from this point to that point. Except for I don't want to do that to the inside one, because that's the Earth. Unless I do want to. Let's go to the other mask and do it. So I'm going to select the other mask. G, add feather there, add feather there, add feather there, and then just drag this out to the side. Okay, now I'm maintaining that here it's nice and crisp, but then it's gradually becoming more feathered out to the side. That's one thing that was added I actually really like, because you can get this crisp edge over here, but then it becomes feathered as it goes out that way. So let's go to the internet and find an image for Earth texture map. I always use this one. It's huge. All right, so save image as, color map, save. All right, and I'm going to import that, color map, open. Now I'm going to place this down in my timeline. Color map, boink. Huge, huge image. It's probably too big. Anyway, so what I need to do is use the effect CC sphere. So I'm just going to start typing in sphere and add that to the color map, and there's my sphere. There's plenty of resolution in there to add radius to this. So I'm going to just make that big enough to almost cover up that shimmer. There. So that kind of did something pretty similar. But now we can have the sunrise. I'm doing this the other direction, but the sunrise could come off this way now as it's coming up. And then you would just maybe animate that outer mask once it comes up off the planet. You can animate that down this way. Yeah. Little shimmer. That's the only thing I needed to show you there. That you can use the feather mask tool to add feather points and then feather between the 2 points. Change the feathering. Okay. Thanks, everybody. That was only 7 minutes.